Okay, this is my video for the axial skeleton. I'm going to start off with the cranial bones. We have the frontal bone, we have the parietal bone, and we have the occipital bone. And then we're going to go to the view of the temporal, which is going to consist of the TMJ, the temporal mandibular joint, which is right up here on both sides, and the mastoid process is going to be the area right here by the parietal bone, and the styloid process is going to be the area right through here, and the external acoustic meatus is the area right behind, and on that one it's the squamous port is right in the back in this very similar area. As far as the patries part of the temporal bone, it's the squamous suture that goes through that area. And as far as the enteral acoustic meatus, it is the facial nerve that runs through that area. Okay, as far as the what area goes through as far as the sphenoid's concerned, it's the superior orbital fissure, it's the lacrimal nerve, the frontal nerve, and the trochlear nerve that run through that through the openings of the superior orbital fissure. Okay, and as far as the internal view of the sphenoid, we're looking at the top. The sphenoid bone is right across the top. The lesser wing is going to be the smaller part. The greater wing is the larger part. And the occipital optic canal, the optic nerve is what runs through there. And the let's see, the cilia tertia, which is a structure that sits, actually the pituitary gland is the structure that sits in that area right through here in the bottom. And okay, the crystal galli is the part inside the cranium that's right here up in the front, and the platform is the area right on both sides of it, and small axons are what passes through there. Okay, as far as the sutures are concerned, for the sutures that are the coronal sutures, what it is for the coronal suture, it's the frontal and parietal. It's what holds those two together. And for the sagittal, it is the sagittal sutures. It is the right here at the top, the sagittal suture. It is the parietal bone. And for the lambdoid, it is the occipital and the parietal bones that hold it together. And for the squamous sutures, it is the parietal and the temporal bones that are held together. Okay, as far as the facial bones, we have the maxilla, which is up here on top. You have the nasal bone. We have the zygomatic bone, and the two bones that hold the zygomatic together is the okay, that's where it kind of messed up. Anyway, the vomer bone, I'm not too sure where the vomer, okay. The vomer bone is right alongside, that goes right up in this area. And the inferior Nasal concha is the bone that's right, it's actually behind and right on the inside. As far as the mandible goes, this is the I'm messing up here. Okay, the body of the mandible is right in this area. The angle of the mandible is right over on this side. The ramus is this area right in between, right up as it's kind of a little groove. And the mandibular condyle is the area right as you pull down right in here. And the mandibular notch is going to be this little piece right here. The coronoid process is going to be right in this area here. Okay, and now we're going to go on to the vertebral column. And for the vertebral column, we have a primary and secondary. And for the primary, it's the cervical and lumbar area. It's considered primary, and the thoracic and the sacrum are considered the secondary. So you have cervical, lumbar, thoracic, and sacrum. There are 26 vertebrae, and the atlas is a part that connects to the occipital condyles, which is right above the head, right in here. Okay, so that when you would turn your head going up and down, it'd be this area right in here. Okay. There are, as far as the thoracic vertebrae, there are 12. And okay, for the thoracic vertebrae, this is not good. Okay, the part of the vertebrae is the spinous. The spinous process is right in this area here. The transverse process is the area right in right here. The intervertebral foramina, is the part right actually kind of in between. And the body of centrum, this is what I cannot read. Is the area right underneath, right in the back. Okay, and then for the lumbar vertebrae, there are 5 sacrum, and there are 4 in the coccyx area. Okay, and then on to the sternum. As far as the sternum goes, for the sternum, the mandibulum is the area right here, and the body of the sternum is this part here, and the xiphoid process is this part right here, right below that screw there, and the jugular notch is this little part right up in here. Okay, as far as the ribs are concerned, what do they want to know on the ribs? The true ribs are going to be the ribs from, let's see, the first 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7 are the true ribs. The false ribs are the 3 below that. and the head and the neck of the ribs, you've got the neck of the rib is the part right inside here, and the tubule of the rib is going to be